There's a small town in Oregon. They passed a citywide ordinance that bans the church from feeding the homeless more than twice a week. I want you guys to think about the way Christian conservatives always talk about how we shouldn't do things through society and through our tax code for helping less fortunate folks because the churches should do that. Apparently not. Let's look at this from Jefferson Public Radio. The church says that they are obeying the teachings of Jesus Christ when they give food and medical care to those who need it. By denying them that opportunity, they claim that the city is interfering with their faith because they're right. We are a Christian denomination seeking to express our faith fundamentally in the form of feeding people who are hungry, something Jesus probably talked about. And we don't believe city council has the right to tell us to stop taking care of people in need. So now this is specific city council here. Maybe they have some kind of organization or plan in place to help those less fortunate, and they don't want the church to be dealing with all this. I think the problem actually is that they're sick of those dirty homeless people hanging out and making our city look bad. So a little bit more on this. The larger problem is that the church is doing their job when obviously society should. The only nonprofits in the Brookings offering, in Brookings, it's the town there, offering free meals to homeless people are in churches. The church also offered coronavirus testing and COVID-19 vaccination. At one point, the city asked St. Timothy's to allow people who needed to sleep in their cars to use its parking lot, and the church agreed. This church is trying to help their community. We talked last week, or early this week, about Black Lives Matter out in Jersey, Patterson, Jersey. They're helping the community. Now, in this case, this particular church is trying to help the community, the less fortunate folks in the community, because they are still in the community. And there's pushback coming from the city. It only makes things worse and it allows people to complain about it more. So if you're gonna complain about it, at least try and be part of the solution rather than stopping an organization, or in this case, a church, to do something about it. Politicians can jump on this very easily and be like, why are you against the Christians? Why are you anti-American Christian? We won't do that because these Christians are doing something for other folks. And apparently that's something that just got lost on Christians. I don't know, maybe they're not Christians, but they like to claim to be when they run for office. I don't know the specific people in this particular council, but what they are doing is probably listening to the folks that are on the next doors and the neighbor apps and said, get these dirty homeless people out of my front yard, that church front yard and parking lot.